When the Messiah was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, and Satan tried to tempt him with bread, he told him to turn this stone into bread, a piece of bread, so that he don't go hungry, right? The Messiah knew that he had to fast for a purpose. He had to complete this mission. He could not eat for those 40 days and nights for a very important reason. But the most important thing that the Messiah used in this interaction with the enemy was he used discretion. He used discretion to understand what the enemy was trying to do, what the enemy was trying to tempt him with. He was tempting Jesus with a lot of rewards, a lot of materialism, and ownership of all these different cities. And the Messiah had to decline. He had to turn down the temptations of the enemy. And you see, when it comes to discretion, that's how we have to operate as believers in Christ. We need to have discretion. When we know that we're being tempted by something or by somebody, we need to have that discretion to move accordingly, to avoid, iniquity and avoid sin. Whatever we're being tempted to do, we got to have the discretion and understanding to steer away from what is evil, what is wicked, and turn to godliness, right? So I want to get into Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. And it says, "The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going." You see, some people they'll believe every single thing. They'll believe any single rumor, any innuendo about somebody without really looking into a situation first, looking through the whole matter first. Because in the Bible, we have to look at the whole matter before coming to a conclusion. That's what we're instructed to do. If you're simple, you're going to buy into what everyone tells you. You're not going to have your own, you're not going to, have your own conclusions. You'll take everything at face value, and that's not really the way to move. You can't believe what everybody tells you. You can't believe what everybody says is fact or truth, because you have to really discern different spirits and what they're telling you, right? We have to be a prudent man that is looking well to our goings. We have to consider our steps as a prudent man and be sensible enough to know what the truth is. Not just to know what it is, but to seek the truth and not be gullible to believe everything you hear and believe what everyone says to you. That's like believing the news anchor and what they're telling you about, about the government shutdown, about these different storms and fires, different events, worldly events going on. And, there's more to it than meets the eye. There's always something more to the story, but the news anchor, they're not going to tell you the whole truth. They're not going to give you the full scoop. They're only going to give you what they want to give you, what they want you to know, right? The news anchor, they don't want us to know more than what we're supposed to know. right? And they'll hide important information. When people are hiding certain stuff and you know there's more to the story, there's more to what happened, but that person knows everything that happened and they're not going to give you the full scoop. Do you believe, what they're just telling you? And deep down the back of your mind that what that person told you was not the full truth. Do you buy into what they're telling you? Do you be gullible to believe their words and not see their actions for what they are? You know, you got to really look at people's actions and look at how they move, and not always buy into what they say. Because if their actions do not line up to what they say, then you know that they're a liar. You know that they are untrustworthy and they're not to be trusted at all. So, we have to be prudent, and we got to look well to our goings. We can't be simple and believe every word or just believe anything.